brand has a spark. And Milano's began with a bold dream to transform everyday living into an experience of style, innovation, and Italian-inspired elegance. Today, that dream thrives across 47 countries under the flagship of Danube Group. In this F360 Lifestyle in Conversation segment, I'm Anish, sitting down with the man shaping Milano's next chapter, Mr. Sahil Sajan, a leader redefining modern living with visionary design and cutting-edge technology. Get ready for an inspiring dive into the mindset, the milestones, and the stories that shaped one of the UAE's most influential home and lifestyle leaders. Hi Sahil, how are you today?
Very good, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So Sahil, how's your morning been so far?
Been good. A lot of things have been going on, but that's life, so got to be grateful for it every moment.
Agreed. So since Dubai has been home for you, so what's your favorite part of living here?
I'm very grateful that my parents raised me here because life is good here. Every culture is respected here. The main thing is that every culture is respected, be it an Arab or Indian or a Pakistani or Sri Lankan. Everyone is united here, and it's good to be around here. It's safe, the most important thing. Like, I can go out late night, midnight with any one of my friends, 1, 2 o'clock, nothing to be worry about. The roads are good. So UAE, Dubai is the perfect place. We are so grateful that we're here. And I was born here, so I'm very grateful.
Definitely, I agree with you. And even concerning girls also, if we see, like
Absolutely.
It's absolutely safest, I would say.
Absolutely.
So you grew up seeing Milano take shape under your father, Mr. Anish Sajan's leadership. When you think about those early days, what memories or lessons will still stay with you today?
I could see that, my father was working very hard for us. Like, he set up a base so that we have a good life. He sent us to the best schools. He gave us what we wanted, of course, in a limit. He pampered us, but he also taught us that be grateful for what you have. Grateful in a way, he used to never point it out, but he used to teach us in a limit. And then you could see that the company was going because he was working very, very, very hard. And then once I joined, I saw, okay, this is Anish Sajan. Of course, I knew he's very attached to us, me and my brother. But when you saw, okay, this guy has made it, this man has made it. So we just have to appreciate what he's done for us, what he's done for the company, Danube Group, Milano. He founded Milano, and look where Milano's reached.
And I'm sure you must have learned right from the childhood itself, everything. You must have seen, when you come from a business family, you see what roles your own father plays in different, divisions in business, right?
Absolutely. Like, you saw, the way he recruited people, how he brings new products. Like, I feel like now, what I learned that I feel like I am very good in bringing new products in. That's what I learned from him. Recruiting people is also one of my good strengths. I learned from him only. Well, you learn from your dad because he's in the business.
Agreed. Milano carries an Italian-inspired identity while being born in the UAE.
Yeah.
How do you balance those two worlds when shaping the brand's personality?
Okay, so when you hear an Italian brand, people obviously get, interested by it. They feel like, oh, wow, Italian brand. It's good. And that's why we have to bring the best of best quality. Now, if you bring a very poor quality, you know that you're not procuring properly and you're spoiling your brand image. Your brand image is gone, your customers will not come back to you. Now in Milano, the main thing is that we don't want to just sell once to the customer. We want to give the customer the service on a regular basis. Then only you'll stay in the market if you compare to other brands. I'll not mention those names, but that's how you stay in the market, because you have to create your own customer loyalty, and customer will stay loyal if you're giving the best.
Definitely, and especially building a long-term relationship with the customers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So smart homes are becoming the new standard. How is Milano positioning itself at the intersection of lifestyle and technology?
Well, we have an electric division. Milano is mainly known for sanitary, but that's not the case. We have also electrical. And in the retail sector, we are introducing smart homes because now that is the trend. People want smart homes for their houses. They want their lights to be switched on, and we have been introducing that in the local market for Danube Home.
Nice. So what kind of legacy do you want Milano to leave in the global design and lifestyle space?
A brand which is respected. That is a brand where people should remember that, Milano is good. Whenever I hear a good customer feedback, especially, from a local based in UAE, when a local, for example, a man in a kandur or a woman in a abaya, when they compliment your brand, it feels good, because in the end we're Indians, but we're living in their country. So when they appreciate the brand, it feels good. So to answer your question, the customer feedback is so important.
So was joining the family business always the part of the plan, or was there a phase where you imagined a completely different path for yourself?
Well, yeah, that was almost the plan all the time. Well, phases always come. You're a kid. There will be always some phases in your brain. You know, you want to do this, you want to do that. But in the end, that was the plan to join, and that's what my mom wanted, always, and of course, Big Boss wanted. So yeah.
So, but I'm sure as a, 4-year or 5-year kid, there must be something, you must be thinking, normally guys, they get attracted to cars, airplanes and also.
Well, like if you're asking that way, like I said, there were phases. So me, I always thought I'll be a cabin crew member.
Okay.
It was a nice job, I always thought. So like it was just when I was a kid probably.
So as a new generational leader stepping into a legacy brand, how did those generational differences in thinking influence discussions and decisions within the family and business?
There will always be differences. Let's be honest. We're all humans, right?
Agree.
And there is an age gap, but doesn't mean that you don't have to listen. You have to listen at times. You need to adjust. Also, you have to put out your point. It has to be balanced in both ways. And I feel like there is that respect with, especially with my colleagues in the company, who we have a very good understanding, because now I've been working for 5 years now. So we have that understanding. We listen to each other. It's not like, I just demand stuff and that happens. No, it doesn't work like that way. And that is, I think, very fictional. It has to work both ways, work ways, and you need to understand what your colleagues are saying, because in the end, they are also in the market most of the time. And procuring products, you need to understand what your sales team wants. You cannot just decide what you want. So it has to be balanced out.
Has there ever been conflict in ideas when coming, since you're a different generation from your dad? So
yeah, a lot, a lot. Like I said, like nothing is perfect. Like there will be a conflict, which is fine. That's his business, right? Especially in bringing in material, how much inventory you need to handle. I'm a very safe player. They say you should take risk. Risk should be taken in a limit, but you have to play it safe because you have an inventory to handle.
True.
You have a warehouse to handle. You have to pay the bank. So that is a thing which we all have to handle, and sometimes there is a difference in that.
So what's the best financial advice or business advice your father has given you that you think every young professional should hear?
Don't let things go. Like for example, if you have staff under you, don't let depend on them. You have to go into depth of everything. If you don't go into depth, then for example your staff will just do whatever they want, and then things will maybe not go in the right way. Of course you have to give that space, but you need to understand each moment what is going on, what product is coming in, what is selling in the market, what is the price. You need to know. If you don't know, you'll just be sitting in your chair doing nothing. So what advice he gave, go into depth of everything.
So what's the biggest risk you've taken for Milano so far?
Introducing many new products, because we can't do the same thing. In our market, the trend changes non-stop, be it for sanitary ware, be it for electric, and be it for hardware. Hardware, you might be thinking, what is hardware? Commodity items, but trend changes non-stop. And what is the trend? Like price, affordability, price points, product shapes. So I've brought in a lot of new products, and we're going to be introducing new products, which I cannot reveal now.
And like you mentioned, you usually play safe. So while taking these risks, were you ever scared to introduce or?
Yes, I'll be honest, I am sometimes scared, but I don't tell that to people.
Okay.
Because like you got to introduce new things, and there is that fear, what if this doesn't work out? What if it does? But you've got to believe in yourself, right? That is how my dad has made it, right? He took risk.
Definitely.
He made it.
Business is all about risk.
Yeah, so he made it. So, that fear will be there, but you got to fight your fears. Then you'll always be behind.
So Milano was at the Big Five Global recently. Looking back, what were the most exciting moments for the brand at that event?
Two things. One thing is in meeting new customers around the globe. Of course, now Milano is there in Africa. I feel like when we were still working, we were only good 15 to 20%. But since the time I took over, I feel like Milano has been growing more and more in Africa region. And I want to make it grow more in the MENA region. Right now, I feel like 40% we've reached in the Africa region since I joined. I want to take it to at least 60 to 70 by the next 2-3 years. I don't want to say 100% because I'll be lying. So yeah, and MENA region, basically like Iraq, Iran, I want to sell to all these countries, because we want to do good business there. And Milano should be a global brand, in my opinion. Second thing is that hearing good customer feedback, like I mentioned earlier, that is a good feeling I got from the Big Five. People talk good about your brand. Like I mentioned, some locals came in and they spoke highly about the brand. Great feeling.
So if we were to fast forward 5 years from now, how would you like the world to describe Milano?
Reliable. Very reliable. People like respect the product, appreciate the product, and they don't hesitate twice from taking from Milano.
What advice would you give other young leaders working alongside their parents?
So this is a thing where I only came up with is that never take things for granted. If you have given an opportunity, appreciate every single day. Don't take things for granted in your business life or personal life. Now we'll talk about business. So in business, that you should not take it for granted. Appreciate you've given this opportunity. Just don't sit on a chair and order. No, that's not how it works. Appreciate it. Take advantage. Never crib, oh my God, there's so much work. Yeah, there is work. Be happy you have work. Some people don't have that.
Definitely.
So,
we need to be grateful in every situation.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask you some personal and fun questions. What does a typical day look for you as the director of Milano?
So my day starts in the gym, 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Starts every day, 4 times a week, you can say. And then I come back home, shower, then I eat my breakfast, come to work. So many times I'm traveling also. Maybe out of 365 days, I'm 140 days traveling, which is, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
And out of 140 days, 120 days is for work, or 125 days is for work. Maybe India, you go to visit your family. So your work is there. And I like to spend time with my loved ones in the evening on a weekend.
So you're always on toes, actually. And what time do you wake up?
5:20 a.m.
So what's one part of your daily routine you never skip?
Never skip food. I don't know. I have to come to work. Even for 2-3 hours. Even if I'm not well, I want to visit office for 2-3 hours. I'll wear a mask and come.
So you're pretty dedicated to your work.
Because I have this opportunity. People would do anything to have this opportunity. I have it. I mean, yes, it was good for me, so take advantage.
What's one question you wish interviewers asked you but never do?
Who's your favorite cricketer?
So now I'm going to be your genie and ask you this question, so and make your wish come true. So answer this one.
My favorite cricketer is MS Dhoni.
Well, he's almost everyone's favorite.
Yeah, MS Dhoni is my favorite cricketer.
So if you could swap roles with anyone in your company for a day, who would it be and why?
Our chairman, Rizwan Sajan.
So one movie you feel has inspired you?
Ford versus Ferrari. It's a good movie. If you've seen it, you'll understand.
I don't really watch movies so much. Have much
Ford versus Ferrari was good, and there were many movies. Rocket Singh Sales Corporation.
Okay.
Ranbir Kapoor.
I have no clue.
Good movie. Watch it.
Okay. If your leadership style was a song, what would it be?
A song. Any song?
Yeah.
Happier by Marshmello.
Okay. Do you check Instagram or emails first when you wake up?
Instagram. What is this question?
Agreed.
I can lie and say, emails first, sales. No, I'm not that perfect. I check my Instagram first.
Agreed. For me also, sometimes even if in my sleep, I'll just scroll.
Yeah, bad habit, but I don't want to be a liar. If I lie, I'm a perfect guy, I sleep by 10 p.m., all that. No, I check my Instagram early morning.
So do you lead more with data or instinct?
50-50.
Yeah,
50,
I
50,
agree. We
50,
have to
50-50.
go
You
with
cannot
both.
just depend on data or instinct. You got to be practical.
So now I'm going to ask you a few rapid fire questions.
Please.
You have to be a little quick in this one. If your life had a tagline, what would it be called?
Roller coaster.
Favorite city in the world?
Dubai.
One word that describes Milano.
Reliable.
One thing you can't leave the house without.
Wallet.
What about your phone?
Phone, wallet. Now you asked one thing, so wallet is very important.
Okay. One designer or brand that inspires you.
2-3 I have actually.
Okay.
Duravit, Villeroy & Bog, and Grohe.
Grohe, I am aware of, and it's a very good brand. Yeah. Phone battery at 2%, panic or calm?
Panic.
Dream collaboration can be a brand or person or city.
MS Dhoni.
Your personal definition of power.
Respect.
Dream you haven't accomplished yet.
Making a lot of net profit.
So thank you so much, Sahil, for joining us today. Wishing you and your team Milano all the very best for your future.
Thank you.